The sights, the sounds, the smells, and the tastes can only mean one thing. Christmas is coming. There are several things that give us little hints that Christmas is approaching quickly. The preparation has three main parts. First, we have the decorating. In my family, we are partial to ice lights outside. If you're going to stand on the freezing cold, on tippy lattice, you may as well go all out. Well, aside from the hanging lights, we like to wrap the deck in pine boughs and pretty lights, and make a big star on the wire corn crisp. The indoor decoration is a whole other story. We have to pretend we're spiders and scale the walls to cubbies specifically kept for Christmas decorations. Or just get a ladder, whichever works. Then, once everything is laboriously unpacked, we have to set it up. Yikes, what a pain, but it's so worth it. We get to decorate the delicious-smelling pine tree, line the windows and wrap the railings with lights, and set up half a dozen crushes around the house. All the while, there is indubitably Christmas music blasting from various stereos. The second main hunk is the gifts. The shopping can be endless, so the making of gifts is a largely encouraged thing. We still shop plenty, and it gets to be a hefty load of shopping, even for a girl. After all the little pieces are gathered, we start the wrapping. There's an air of mystery around the house, and bedrooms are completely off limits, and little oddly shaped packages start turning up under the tree. The third part is the food. That's right, food has its very own category in the Christmas world. My favorite thing about the food is the candy. You might be amazed at the amount of candies turned out yearly. There are the fudges, peanut brittle, peanut butter balls, nut breads, and pie. Then, anything you can imagine dipped in almond bark. Sometimes the dipping part evolves into war, especially when nieces and nephews are present, and they bring down my siblings and my maturity level considerably. You might be surprised how much fun flinging almond bark around could be. There is always a kettle of hot water and a pot of tea. Frequently, hot apple cider finds its way into the stove, and cocoa is generally to be found just around the corner. If you peek into the fridge, you'll see it's likely that there's some eggnog and perhaps cold cider remainders. You may smell Christmas Eve in the air when the pies are baking and cranberries are being wildly thrown into bowls with a variety of other fruits. If you peek back into the fridge, you will find a large hunk of meat thawing, while beans are being scrounged up for casserole and spuds, sweet and other, are being peeled by the dozen for cooking purposes. The direct result of all the crazy prep work is the celebration part, which starts with midnight mass. We become like agitated animals, flying here and there in search of anything from curling irons to missing shoes. It starts with, "Where is my skirt?" followed by, "Did you iron that? It looks like you took it from the bottom of a laundry basket." And up floats, "Are you seriously wearing that tie?" And from somewhere, a child shrieks, "Mom, I don't have anything to wear!" We eventually get to Mass, listen to the choir, and celebrate the Holy Mass, and go home. Before bed, we drink something hot. Sarah, Bob, Ann, and I take the mattress off my bed and pull on another from somewhere else. We then settle in for our yearly sleepover. After being dragged out of our uncomfortable sleep to see the piles of food, we eat butter bread and egg while drinking smoothie and coffee. Then we tear into the gifts, and carnage ensues. After that, we set the table with pretty china. We cover it with glass and crystal serving dishes filled to the brim with fantastic feasts. As we devour to our heart's content, we are lifeless slugs, stuffed to the brim with these tasty morsels. We set about the dishes in general cleanup. The tree and lights won't come down until around Epiphany, and the pie won't be devoured for a few hours. So we'll lounge, play games, and put all the new gadgets away, and soon Christmas Day will be over. To sum up, from the indoor tree and oodles of decorative hangings, followed by Mass, and the endless baking, shopping, and wrapping, and sleep, and short sleep, and full tummies loath to move around, Christmas is a yearly adventure to be looked forward to and to be loved.